the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
You may be seated. Prosecution?
In your own words, can you tell us exactly what happened the evening of July 24th, 2018?
Well, I was settling down for the night, getting ready for bed, and I heard this awful noise coming from the goat pen. It was like one of my goats was being attacked.
Objection, Your Honor. The witness is obviously engaging in blatant speculation, assuming that one of his goats was being attacked, when any number of things could have caused harm or injury to his goat.
Objection overruled. I believe the witness, who is a farmer and a goat herder, is well aware of the noises his animal will make. Prosecution, you may continue.
So I put my shoes on and I ran outside as fast as I could, and I couldn't believe what I saw.
Please, if you're able, continue.
God. I saw a monster. And one of my goats, it was biting into its neck. It was like a bad scene in a horror movie, and I could hear him sucking the blood of my poor dying goat. And he sucked, 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 I don't know. He sucked. And I just stood there watching. I was frozen in just terror.
Objection, Your Honor. I object to the use of the word terror. There are no charges of terrorism that have been brought forth against the defendants, and I cannot have such graphic terminology implanted into the impressionable minds of the jury.
Objection sustained. The jury will strike the word terror from that testimony.
Witness, can you tell the fine members of our jury? Can you give a description of the monster that gruesomely attacked your goat?
I'll never forget it. He looked like a wild dog or a lizard or I don't know, like an alien with fangs and claws and big red eyes.
Can you tell us? Do you see this monster in the courtroom today?
I see that one. It's him!
No more outbursts in this courtroom.
If it pleases the court, I'd like to conclude this witness's testimony and let the prosecution rest.
So be it.
And thank you, witness, for powering through what must have been a very difficult memory, and I hope that whoever or whatever perpetrated this heinous crime gets justice served to the fullest extent of the law, because we all want to make sure that the justice system works as promised, and that only guilty sentences are handed down to those that faced unequivocal evidence that leaves no room for reasonable doubt with the jury. So, I ask you, witness, and to the jury, how sure of this witness's testimony can we be? How accurate could his description possibly be? Witness, you said this heinous incident happened at night, is that right?
Yeah, it was night.
And it was dark outside.
Yeah, it was dark. There was no sun.
Just
it was
a
nighttime.
simple yes or no will do very well. Thank you very much. So if it was dark outside, how did you get a clear picture of what was going on? What with all the commotion coming from your goat and other goats and animals as well, I suspect?
It was a full moon, and I could see very clearly.
Well, you said you were getting ready for bed. Perhaps you were very tired. Being very tired, could that have affected your sense of sight as well?
No, when my goat screamed, I woke up. My adrenaline going full speed, man.
Well, you said you were in bed and you had to get up and put your shoes on and get outside. So perhaps by the time you got ready and got outside, you may have missed some links in the crucial chain of events and didn't get the entire picture. And because of testimony given to me just minutes ago by the defendant, I found out that he too was alerted to the screams and wails of your poor animal and your goat, God rest its soul. And he rushed over to give aid to your goat, looked into the wounds that were inflicted, and was so distraught by what he saw that this poor, gentle, sensitive creature burst into tears. And those were not sucking sounds you heard, but those were the sobs and wails of this unique, poor, sensitive creature that stands before you today, fighting for his own liberty, his own life, and freedom.
Your Honor, I object. Not only is this uncorroborated speculation, but it's also a steaming heap of horse shit.
Not have that kind of language in my courtroom. You sit down. Work like that again, and I will hold you in contempt of court.
My apologies, Your Honor.
Approach the bench.
Yes, Your Honor.
I think it's in the best interest of your client to put him here on the witness stand and let him testify on his own behalf. Are we done with this gentleman here?
Yes, ma'am. You may dismiss the witness. Thank you, Your Honor.
Dismiss. Hey!
To the members of the court and the jury, I would now like to call Mr. Chupacabra to the witness stand.
Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? So help you God? Okay, you may be seated. Sit. He's all yours.
Mr. Chupacabra, is Mr. your preferred title? Have you answered to the charges brought forth against you in today's courtroom?
Me not guilty.
Well, can you tell us, where were you on the night of July 24th, 2018?
Me sleep in hole in ground.
I see. Well, do you have any person or being that could corroborate your story?
Oh, only tarantula that come into hole.
A tarantula. A tarantula that came into your hole. Can you tell the fine members of the jury why this supposed tarantula is not in our courtroom today to give credence to your testimony?
Tarantula dead.
Dead. Members of the jury, is that not curious to you? And also convenient to you as well, Mr. Chupacabra. Tell us, how did this tarantula die?
Me kill it! Me roar like tarantula. Bad.
You heard it right here with your own ears. The witness has confessed to the murder of the one being that could have corroborated his story. This demonstrates the defendant's ability to kill in cold blood.
Objection, Your Honor. Many of us here have an extreme dislike or even fear of tarantulas and spiders, and I am sure that everyone in this room today has killed a spider at least once in their life. So this is in no way any bearing of evidence on the case against my defendant, and only serves the prosecution to paint the defendant in a nefarious manner.
Objection sustained. The jury will disregard that as evidence.
Mr. Chupacabra, let's move past this little bit of unsubstantiated testimony. The courtroom might be interested in, however, the name. Chupacabra is of Spanish origin. Can you tell us what it means in English?
Objection, Your Honor. This is a total lack of courtroom decorum. Someone's name is in no way any bearing on the charges that are brought against them.
Objection overruled, Mr. Cockburn. Chupacabra, answer the question. What does chupacabra mean?
It mean goat sucker.
Your Honor, I object. This is nothing but hearsay and a damn shame of society to paint such a unique creature as this with such phony so-called evidence. Why, I can tell you that there's no way Mr. Chupacabra could have committed this crime because he is, in fact, a vegan.
Quiet. Alright. You know what? I've heard the evidence. I've heard about as much as I can take, actually. And I think there's only one way to get to the bottom of this. And I think the jury will agree with my methods. Now, Mr. Chupacabra, can you tell me, in all sincerity, that you have no desire, no appetite, no yearning for this young, plump, succulent, young goat that is before you?